of life. Life's a play with no rehearsal. Life's a play with no rehearsal. Damn. Yo, bro. Shout out to Shaheed, man, with that line. Hey, because the devil is a lie. Hey, I'm telling you the truth. Hey, it's all in what you do. Hey, some things you got to do. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. We go live Sunday to Thursday, 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Come in the barbershop, and we are on Patreon and Spotify. Barbershop conversations, man. I just dropped 3 money-making videos on Patreon yesterday, man. Let's jump into this concert series coming September 1st. We just having fun living our best life in the shop, man. Welcome to South Central Harlem, y'all. Welcome to the barbershop, man. And I just want to thank you guys in advance for all the support. Now, let's jump into this, man. It's time that I start being more and more, I shouldn't be giving this game away, but I'm going to give this one. Make sure you guys send this to your favorite fighter, your young fighter, a young promoter, a young manager. All right. You guys want to make money long-term? You guys want to make $1 gazillion off of 1 fighter, 2 fighters, 3 fighters? You don't need 15 fighters in your stable traveling all over the country, not going to graduations and quinceañeras and Sweet 16 birthday parties. You're missing them because you got to go to a press conference on a Saturday and you know what I mean, weigh in the fight on Saturday. Pay attention, take notes, rewatch this video 2, maybe 3, sometimes 4. You better watch it 5 times. And listen, they have bamboozled, railroaded us, stripped us financially, and forced us and convinced us that we need them, right? And them meaning the conglomerate that controls like 90% of the media, contracts, negotiations, and all that. Now, the reason why they're perceived to be smart is because they got reparations, okay? Some sort of level of reparations, man. And I'm going to talk to fighters and managers and promoters real serious, man. You know the reason why Mike Tyson is fighting at 54 years old? Roy Jones, 51 years old. Because they don't have $100 million in the bank. Simple. If I had $100 million in the bank, I wouldn't be fighting. It's like me. I made $50,000 a year teaching. I love teaching. I would love to go back, but I don't have to. You know what I mean? I love it. I'd rather do a one-on-one in my community if time permits. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not giving no man 8 hours a day for $50,000. And here's what I mean by that. Here's our conditioning. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. Fighters, promoters, everyone in between. We brag about them. I'm going to give you 2 examples, and I'm going to stay there for the duration of this video. 1, buy the pay-per-view. And 2, look what I'm wearing. What are you talking about, Fred? Or call me Frederick in this video. Call me Frederick, you know, because it sounds more white, right? I have like a white name. Call me Frederick Hawthorne in this video. Hawthorne. Maybe. And don't show them my face, because they show me my face, I may not be believable to most people. You know what I'm saying? But here's the catch. You're selling a pay-per-view where you get less than 1% return on your investment. Just calling a spade a spade. If you splitting 50-50 with the cable company versus the lead promoter, and then you split that in half between the 2 promoters, right? And then you got to pay out, the overhead, and a network is always going to make their overhead to what they perceive that you're worth anyway, because the athlete can't afford an auditor. They can afford an auditor, but why would they audit it? You know what I mean? If they're going to do the pay-per-view with the next fight. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to make it make sense. All right. And but I'm gonna just give you guys some tools and some keys that will help you immensely. Sell your product over their pay-per-views. I repeat, sell your product over pay-per-views, whether you got shirts, whether you got gloves, mouthpieces, gym memberships, whatever the case may be. Sell your product. Don't say buy the pay-per-view. Say buy my shirt. You want to support, you really want to support. 100 of the proceeds goes towards our careers. 100% of the proceeds goes towards me building another gym in another part of my city. You understand? And two, I fall victim of this too because when I started making money, I bought the Gucci, the Louis, the Ferragamo, and now it's Balenciagas and all. I did. I fall short of that. But now that I'm a 42-year-old grown man, I understand that representing Crenshaw, making Crenshaw quote unquote the new Gucci. I hate to compare it to that, but you know what I mean? That's important. Stop promoting these designers who's never ever been to MLK Boulevard, who's never been to Martin Luther King Boulevard, MLK, never been to 125th and Lenox, Slauson and Crenshaw. You know what I mean? Support your own. You understand? Imagine selling 10 t-shirts at $30 a piece. How much is that? What's that? I don't know how much that is. Y'all do the math. You know what I mean? 1,000, that's $300,000 cash. That's 10,000 shirts you done sold in a pay-per-view. That's great money. $300,000. You're not going to get that on the back end of the pay-per-view. Guaranteed. All right. So, and then the long term, think about the people that you're employing. You know what I mean? You done hired 5 people from your community, from your inner circle to handle the shipping and the receiving and the designing of your product. But Gucci, Louis, Ferragamo, Balenciaga, they just gonna take your $1,000 at a time and just keep it pushing. You know what I mean? You're putting their great grandkids right now. You're putting their great grandkids through college. You know what I mean? Hip hop need to come out with songs about Crenshaw. You know what I mean? Instead of Versace, 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 Versace. You know what I mean? You know, and that's the growth. That's the growth. And I believe it's imperative. I believe as I grow, I'll share the information. But these are just 2 immediate tools that we need to implement. All right. We need to implement immediately. All right. And the sooner we implement it, the better off we'll be. All right. And it's just where I stand on this issue, man. We got to create generational wealth. And you can, and fighters, you better create it in your prime. Because if not, you're going to be a 54-year-old or 54-year-old Mike Tyson or a 51-year-old Roy Jones. Or, I mean, Jay-Z said, Hollywood is the most dangerous drug in the world, man. And so is the money that come with it, man. Own your shit. Own your shit. I'm just being 100 with you, man. The moment you own your shit, the better off you'll be, man. And you may have to take the stairs. It's okay. But I'm going to tell you something. Ain't nothing like being 40 years old and being retired. Ain't nothing like being 42 years old and knowing you got money coming in no matter what the weather is, no matter who's the president, no matter who's the mayor, no matter who's the governor. Ain't nothing like it. I'm telling you, pay your taxes and live your best life. And many of these fighters, because we've seen this throughout history, I'm not going to mention any names, whether you're black or Mexican, they're going to eat you up and spit you out. What 60-year-old man enjoys getting, I'm going to think about this conceptually. What 60-year-old man, he was a fighter for his whole life, loves getting on the plane, traveling every weekend, covering fights? Very few. Very few. You know what I mean? You kind of want to do what you want to do. You know what I mean? You want to go when you want to go, do what you want to do. I understand because I am that, you know, not 60 though. Hopefully I get there, you know, and but I just wanted to instill this in the fighters, the promoters, the young advisors, the young managers. Sell product. Okay. Stop promoting them. Hey, I'm fighting on Showtime. No. No. You need to have a website. And in the beginning, it's only going to be 10 people subscribed. You get that belt, it may be 100. You have a big personality, you may have 1,000. You get yourself an app and you run everything through your app. And every interview you do moving forward starts with, hey, come support Barbershop Conversations, man. Make sure we're doing a giveaway in 2 weeks, man. We're going to give away to our biggest fans. We're going to We're gonna mail them an autographed glove or autograph a press kit or whatever the case may be. You keep them engaged. You don't have to sell pay-per-views, man. Pay-per-views, as soon as that last bell rang and they say and the winner is and the new and still they get the lion's share and you get the 0.3% and they've forgotten about you. Mike Tyson has no retirement with Showtime and Don King. How much money did Mike Tyson generate? Billions upon trillions of dollars. Trillions of dollars because billions, at least billions because of the compound interest of it. I think Showtime started boxing like 1987 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And then Floyd came in and just took it to a whole new level, 4.36 million pay-per-view buys. Gosh. Imagine if he sold 1 million shirts. Imagine that. I hope he did. So at the end of the day, I just want fighters to understand, managers, promoters, advisors, sell you, not the network. All right. And I think it's just incredibly important. You know what I mean? I'm too loud. Okay. I thought it's funny. So I encourage y'all, man. And happy birthday, Nipsey. Nipsey birthday was yesterday. DB's birthday is tonight. But please send this to your favorite fighters, man. Y'all getting bamboozled and railroaded, man. You know what I mean? I shouldn't be one of the more successful people in boxing. Y'all motherfuckers getting y'all head blown up. Y'all motherfuckers got brain swelling and headaches. You playing with your son on a Wednesday and you get a headache out of nowhere. You know what I mean? You got blurred vision. You know what I mean? Like I'm giving I'm weaponizing y'all with the truth, man. But they gonna sell y'all. Hey, sell these pay-per-views. Why are you wearing Gucci? Because it looks good. Are you making any money? Are you making any money off that? Just asking. Why is the guy that's with you every fight wearing Louis Vuitton shirt, Louis Vuitton belt? You know what I mean? Shouldn't you have a barbershop conversations logo t-shirt? You should be moving them. I'm telling you. Fred, why you don't do collaborations? Because I own me. I do it when I want to do it. Fred, why you only talk about black fighters and black issues? Because we're behind the 8 ball. Someone got to give the information of what I be knowing, then I hand the baton to someone else and they expand it. You know what I mean? We didn't get reparations. You know what I mean? We don't go to college for free. We can't open up a business for free. We didn't get no level of reparations. They redlined us and say, hey, y'all figure it out. Here are the keys to the projects. Pick one. Anyone. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Concrete. Yeah, I mean, no decor. And the only way you're gonna be famous is if y'all beat up or kill each other. And it all starts with information and education. All right, information and education. I'm giving y'all the information, man. An intelligent man will remember this. A wise man will apply this. So if you have a pay-per-view buy, so who has a pay-per-view? We got the Chargos, we got the Tanks, we got the Spences. Sell your product. Sell your product. Sign a shirt. Mail it out. They will support you forever. Every fight you go to, they will support it forever. Trust me. I know it. I'm a loyal fan. You see these gloves behind me? Can y'all see these gloves? If I turn my chair, can y'all see them gloves? That's Deontay Wilder. And in front of that, if y'all can see that, that's Vince Carter. He signed a picture for me. I'm loyal. It has my daughter and my son's name on it, and that's product. You see how loyal I am? Just being honest. And only do interviews with people who are loyal to you. This is a social media era. You don't need to do interviews with everyone. The 10 or 15 people that support you, you do interviews with them. I'm telling you, it's going to work long term because the other people, they're going to be chasing you your whole life. But, you know what I mean? So keep everything as in house as possible. Don't get anything out. You understand what I'm saying? And anyhow, man, that's enough game for the day. And hopefully you guys see it. It's no need to wear Gucci. I mean, imagine in the COVID-19 era, your mask with your logo on it with every interview. If you come into the fight, man, go get this mask, $5, 2 for $5. Give them away. 2 for $5. You make them for 13 cents. 2 for $5. 3 for $10. 4 for $10. 5 for $10. Give them away. Give them away because as soon as it's so, and still, you're a forgotten commodity. You know what I mean? You got to penetrate the market space. And because they going on to the next pay-per-view after September 26th, guess what they do? They may Showtime may never mention Charlo again for the next 3 months. They're going on to Tank Davis. Is that it? Yeah, Tank Davis is the next fight. And then they're going on to their next pay-per-view. And that's just the reality of it. Barbershop conversations, man. Y'all better become like Nip, man. This nigga is a brand now. Crenshaw is a brand. You can't go. I live in the Epic Center. I can't go a day without seeing a mural, someone wearing his merchandise, and or someone playing his music. I can't go a day in my neighborhood without it. A day. A day. Then fuck that. If I'm driving for 4 hours, I can't go 8 minutes without seeing one of the three. Just being 100 with y'all. And naturally it's a skewed number because I'm in the Epic Center, but I'm just giving you guys an example. Just this area, you can become a millionaire just from the support from Slauson and Crenshaw, Lamert Park, Baldwin Hills, Ladera Heights, Crenshaw District. Y'all know the hood. I'm only speaking truth. So anyhow, man, I just want to offer a dose of truth. Hopefully you guys get it. And fighters, you guys gonna be thanking me years from now. Don't be a 54-year-old Mike Tyson. Ain't nothing healthy about a 54-year-old man getting in the ring fighting. I don't care how much money he getting. I don't want the motherfucking spontaneous headaches out of nowhere. Fuck that shit. Barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.